how much bet now they get DeBrincat, whose money I can't believe Chicago traded him, but that's another combo. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later. Sorry for the fans that are in Chi-Town right now. That's a whole different flex.
Come on. They had a dynasty, for crying out loud.
You did
could deal with a few years of
but that's your best young player.
And the way the dynasty ended, like that dynasty could have continued to at least be competing. Like, talk about just like, it's going back to 2006 when I came in the league and there was 4,000 people there and the games weren't on TV.
100%. People did. Yeah. Like, bro, honestly, it was a cave in there. You saw bats flying around the United Center. You saw the MJ statue out front, but then you got inside, you saw the bats flying around.
Well, you can see, Adrian Aucoin told us he could yell.
Good man too.
He could yell at his kids in the stands if they were misbehaving when he was on the bench.
What a good man Oki is too. That's
he's
funny.
the best.
Weeks. I want to circle back to Chicago, like you mentioned a few minutes ago. Like, I know there've been different GMs involved, but they're selling pots, having a fire sale right now. Jones is going into his first year of this 8-year deal, $9.5 million a year. What are they doing in Chicago right now? What the hell's going on with the Blackhawks?
I'm gonna do what the kids do. You know how kids do that? I don't know. I don't really know what they're doing there, to be honest. Okay, so if you're trying to strip it down and try to recoup as many assets as possible, like maybe you're going the route of what Arizona has, and Biz could speak to that more accurately because he's there. But the challenge is Chicago being the market that it is. And yes, Biz made the point earlier that, they won their 3 cups in this era. But the challenge is right now, I don't really know their identity. B, I don't really know what their plan is. And C, those two things make it a little bit confusing to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm confused by where they are. You've got the great Patrick Kane, going to go down as the best American-born player, at least I think to this point. You got Kaner, you got Taser, 2 legends. Statues are going to be out front of the United Center for them when it's over. Have you really communicated the plan to them? Because you remember when they traded Hagel at trade deadline, they're like, we're going to talk to them. We're going to talk to them. Yeah. And you could tell by Taser's comments that they didn't even talk to him. He was blindsided by it. Kaner seemed blindsided by it. You heard Kaner's comments the other day when they traded the cat, who's his best friend, to DeBrincat. So all that to say, fellas, I am very confused by what they're doing there. I'm hyper confused by what they're doing there. I have no idea what's going on in Chicago. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
If I'm a fan there, I'm just so furious. I know Biz says they had the success, but it shouldn't have ended this quickly and this abruptly. And when you look at, so Bowman is the one who gives Seth Jones the deal, and that's him. He's like, we got to make the playoffs. I'm trying to save my job here. New guy comes in. He's like, all right, well, we're completely rebuilding this, but how do you get rid of Seth Jones? Like, do you even want to? He didn't sign up for this, really. I mean, he's getting plenty of dough, so you have no say anymore. But then the Kane and Taves thing, it's so bizarre. But if Patrick Kane's playing for the Blackhawks come opening night, I will be beyond shocked. Beyond. Because how can he agree to do this and go through with this with he's still in his prime, but it's not going to last forever. I can't be wasting years like this unless he loves it and he's that loyal and he forever wants to be a Hawk. But shocking to me if that's the case. Yeah,
exactly. I agree. Listen, I can't speak for Kaner. I've spoken to him numerous times. I've gotten to know him really well, meet his parents. He's, a really good cat, matured so much. Young father, he's got father now. He's got so much future Hall of Fame luck. I love Patty Kane. I love what he brings to the table, game to game, day to day. Bro, I've said this. Just across the Hudson as I look out the freaking window, get him to NYC.
Oh, no, I say Buffalo. I say he's going to the Sabres.
No, you say he's going back home to Buff? You say he's going back home to Buff? All the Sabres fans are in the Anchor Bar right now listening to this.
No, I just want them to give me hugs when we show up to Buffalo in 2 weeks for the
exactly.
Or next week. Excuse me.
Well, make sure you go to Anchor Bar when you're there. Make sure you go to Lenova. Everybody always cracks on me, but I love the Lenova Pizza and Wings there, or the Anchor Bar there, the original home of the Buffalo Wing. All that to say, it would be incredible if he gets traded back home. Incredible. Like that's stuff of Hollywood for sure.
That's rumor boy stuff though. NYC, right. I'm with you. To see him NYC, on Broadway.
Him on Broadway, his name on the marquee out front of the Garden. You kidding me? all the taxis going nuts, blaring the horns, people walking up to the Garden, fans coming from everywhere, coming up under Penn Station, coming through the manhole, the sewer covers and everything. What? Like the Ninja Turtles? Bro, I think that'd be fire if Patty Kane gets traded, to the Rangers. But of course, they've got to move some money around, but they're not going to be re-signing Strome. But also remember, Patty Kane, Panarin, and Artie Anisimov were the best line in the National League when they were together in Chicago. So uniting him with Kaner, and Kaner generates offense like a center, even though he's a winger anyways. So I think he'd be sick here in New York.